Well, we've seen things like this before, but it's pleasant today. I've been on the road, not such nice farmland, and then through a bit of woods and stuff. It's 11 o'clock. I've done 12 kilometres. I started at 8:30 and I'm heading for Luarca, which is a 15, maybe 16 kilometres, and that is my lunchtime stop. And then I've probably got 12 kilometres after that. But yeah, Luarca seems like a big enough place to stop for a couple of hours, because the place I'm staying at tonight is just a tiny village. There's not really very much there at all. So yeah, so if I'm going to stop and rest and do something interesting, lunchtime is the time to do it. Now this is interesting. I've seen this quite a few times and I keep meaning to video it. These are beans, you know, like runner beans or green beans, but they're not eating them green. So like in the UK we eat these green. They're growing them deliberately for the seeds. Quite often, you know, a household or a little farmstead will have a little section for these. You see the beans on there? I don't know if I can, oh yeah, here, look. So that's what they're growing them for. Here's the section. So it's quite a big thing here. Because there's always a dog. Oh, hello! Hello you! There's always a dog in the back of my videos. As soon as I start to take a video, the dogs start to go crazy. Well now, here's the site. A bus! First one I've seen on these little roads, and it's going to Luarca, which is where I'm going for my lunch. I was very tempted, but it's only 3 kilometres to my destination for lunch, so I think I can cope. See these quite often. This is, well, I don't know what it is, but I call it a hollyhock tree. It's a very nice little shrub. Look at that for a flower. Nice, isn't it? I quite like some of these in my garden. This is actually quite a common sight in this area as well. There must have been quite a lot of money up here at one stage, because there's quite a lot of these grand old houses. In fact, my hotel last night was a building a bit like this. Big gates at the front. Look at that. What a lovely sight to come round the corner to and see this. This is Luarca. It's going to be my stop for lunch today. Of course, not only is it that lovely little harbour down there, there's this little cobbled walkway down to the harbour. Although I already know that walking down here at some stage I'm going to have to walk back up something equally as steep as this to get back out of town. But for now, it's enough to just enjoy this. I'm coming down. I'll get lunch when I'm down here, and I'll worry about the climbing up later. Because we're a little harbour here, there's a lot of octopus and other seafoods that I don't particularly eat. So in the end, I've opted for an Asturian cheese platter, which is absolutely delicious, especially this blue veined one on the left hand side. And I'm having a glass of Tinto de Verona, and the bread is very fresh, although I did have to wait an hour for the restaurants to open, because they only I got here just before 12 and the restaurants only opened at 1 o'clock. It's a really nice way to spend the middle part of the day. I'm just arrived at my hotel. It's 5 o'clock. I took 2 hours out of the day to stay in Lorca, and then it was a 12-kilometre walk up to the hotel. It was a bit hot this afternoon, and obviously I had a full stomach after eating all that cheese. But I have to say, this has been one of the best days, if not the best day of the whole trip. You know, the weather was great, the walking was easy, Lorca was really nice, and this hotel is just the best. I've got a really lovely room, my own little balcony area here. There's washing facilities where they're going to wash everything for me and give it back in 3 hours. And there's a pizza order delivery. So I'm going to have pizza for my dinner. I'm just so happy. So yeah, still got another 9 walking days to go, which doesn't make me happy because we're expecting about 5 days of rain. But yeah, today it's just been the best.